Clean Cut Crew, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Tower of God. Today we are reading and reacting to episode 44. Alright, so last episode, Team A or Team B kind of just began their test of hide and seek. So it was a little different. They weren't as put together as Team A. They didn't have like the luxury of having Kun as like kind of like their mastermind, even though Team B got betrayed. But it was pretty good. We learned a lot about Miss Linen, who now I am learning that her name is not Old Hag, but that's Shibisu's words, not mine. But yeah, they're about to kind of plot their plan. Hat's kind of encountered the Ranker, which is Quant's, and things are kind of rolling into motion. So one thing that was interesting at the end is that Miss Linen and Ho were kind of like talking the whole time, and then when the plan was about to start, Ho just kind of like dispersed. So should be interesting. Seems kind of sketchy, but yeah, let's get into it. All right, episode 44, Hide and Seek. Hatz takes a battle stance. He looks down the stairs. Quiet. Wind going in through the hallway. Tap, tap. I guess he hears someone walking. He hears a grr. He takes stance. He's coming. Light, to the front, please. The cube hits the light. Whose cube is that? Quant comes. He attacks. He's fast. Clang. Oh wow, he dodged it. Swoosh. Not fast enough. Whoa, what is that? What did he just do right there? Oh, he got hit. Dang, look at his arm. Vroom. Dude, he's getting murked. I feel like he's gonna break his arm. Stab him! Sword! Power! Is that like a special move right there? He punched me with all his weight, and he took a small step backwards to avoid my sword at such a close range, and landed again on the same foot. Wow, that was a close one. I knew you were good during class, but I didn't know you had such technique. The two-sword technique, is it from a different family than Ares? After facing him directly, I began to understand. He doesn't have exceptional movements for a human being. Although he was born a human, he's no longer human. You're going to help me vent my anger. He's a different creature than all of the other races in the tower. They're Ranker. Bam and Dorsey and somebody else is walking. What's wrong with you, Bam? Why's the longer face? Are you up for this or not? Huh? No, nothing. You've been like this the whole time, Dorsey says. Yeah, but... Please concentrate. I chose you especially because I trusted you. I don't know why you chose me. I'm not that strong, and I don't think I'll be all that helpful to you. What a weak mindset. Well, I was like you once. Huh? Before I became a princess of Jihad, my family was one of the 10 great families, but the only ranker he had was the head of the family. Our family was ruined, so the head of the family tried to regain power by producing a princess of Jihad. He adopted girls who seemed to be talented in his area and trained them. I was one of them. It was a disgusting place. I remember this from the anime. This was pretty sad. After the training, we gathered in the dining room, but we were seated on the day's results. If you were seated up front, you were given an extravagant meal, and if you were the one sitting in the back, you only had stale bread. When I first showed up, I ate cold bread for months. I was the weakest and youngest, so I couldn't even sit at the table. I knelt on the cold floor and ate tough bread every day. And one day, fortunately, I beat an older girl way bigger than me, hidden talent, I guess. The first dinner I had at the table that day tasted so good. Well, I wouldn't think so now, but at that time it was delicious. During the meal, I looked up the table and thought, what does their food taste like? How much better must it be? I had already forgotten the taste of stale bread. After a few days, I was able to eat anything at that table that I wanted. How about that? Before I couldn't even sit at the table with them. Do you know how I did that, Bam? Did you ask the girls to share the food with you? What? Be serious. Look at this guy creeping. I was serious. Were you? Who would share something that they earned through blood and sweat? I know. Princess, I'll answer your question instead of this idiot. This guy is so annoying. You, the strongest and most beautiful woman in the tower, you must have beaten all the girls and... Ranker found! They all look surprised. Rankers? Where? Close? No, he's far. He's near the swordsman and the two idiots. Idiots? Oh, that's Corpse and Gobi? Is this really named Corpse, or are they just nicknaming him? Just like we planned, Princess. Then let's keep moving and keep an careful eye on the Ranker. You see, the plan is working perfectly. Yeah, it's perfect. Look how small that needle is. Was that even a needle? Oh, she threw something. What? Thump. The lighthouse, what are you doing? Princess! Anyone who crosses this line will die. Miss Dorsey? Well, you might die anyways. The princess is moody. What does she have in her hand? That's so cool. Princess, we don't have to play around. We should go. All the fishermen in one place watching the Ranker's movement. Cough, cough, cough. You followed this stupid plan. Are you guys idiots? I finally understood her motives. Why she had all the fishermen move together, and that's why you don't deserve to go up the tower. Flashback. Look at, she got all these toys. How she managed to taste all the food at the table. Interesting. Okay, let me read the SIU post. Okay, let's see, chapter 44. I was watching soccer and baseball today, so much that I almost forgot to upload the blog post, and sleeping and drawing the comic. As I said before, the hardest thing when drawing is not working for hours, not skipping sleep, not reading bad comments. When my ideas lack of what I should draw, body is resting, head hurts, must draw. No idea, scene mangle. Some rant about his baseball team, Manhwa keep losing. Enough ranting, so this chapter was how to survive from Dorothy. Okay, so that was the end of the issue, and it was pretty intense. I liked all the backstory we kind of learned from Dorothy from SIU, and it was a little different from the anime. I think in the anime, she actually killed everybody at the table, and that's how she got to the top and was selected as a princess of Jihad. But in the manhwa, like, you can only kind of assume, like, based off of the words that they use, so it might change with translations, but based off of the words that they used, she drew that circle with a weapon like I'm so unfamiliar with, unless that's just like a tiny needle or something. But basically, she said anyone who crosses a circle will die. And then Bam was like, now I know what she's talking about. So you just based off of like the words and like kind of Bam's response to those words, we're just kind of showing that she might have killed everybody, but they didn't show it like they did in the anime. But then again, I might be remembering it wrong, so I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. But it was pretty cool. Like, I can't believe those people kind of like fell for her trap. I mean, she's a super competitive person, and yeah, she just murked all of them. So Bam's a lucky guy that she really likes him. So yeah, pretty interesting issue. I'm gonna move on to the next one, but if you like content like this, please comment down below, maybe even like and subscribe. And other than that, I'll see you in the next issue. Peace.